everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So it is Demira, and I am so excited to bring this video on to you guys. I have been in great thought, and I thought that this would be an amazing video to make, considering that I had a doula with both of my children. And I'm going to go into detail about why you need to hire a doula and what exactly she's supposed to do. So before we get started, make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's roll right into this video. I just want to start off by saying that when I first had Iris Summer, when I went into my first doctor's appointment, they gave me this huge booklet of all kind of stuff. I think it's more of a thing where they give to you if you have had like your first child. And so they gave me the book, and I went through the book, and in the book I seen that it was some free doula services. Now the doula services only were free up until a certain amount of age. I think it was 24 years old. So I was able to contact the services and get my doula, and her name was Miss Amber. She is the best doula ever. She's been phenomenal. I don't think I could have gotten a better doula, and we still to this day have a relationship. We still to this day, almost 3 years ago, Iris is gonna be 3 this summer, we still talk. And she was also the same doula that I had for Kaya. So we have built such an amazing bond over these last few years, and it has just been great. So what I want to say is, if you guys are interested in getting a doula services, I think what you would have to do is just look up where the doulas would be around you. You can just go to Google and look for doulas around me, or you can talk to your OBGYN and see if they have any ties with any specific doula companies or services that they have. Mine was definitely from my OBGYN. And yeah, so I ended up just calling, and so what happened was, they set me up with Miss Amber, and so I had like that initial first meet and greet. With Iris, it was a lot different than Kai's, because Iris, it was before the pandemic. So Miss Amber used to come in, and we used to actually sit and talk in my own living room. But with Kai's, it was just virtual, and we would just talk on the phone. So it's very different with both. I'm glad that I was able to experience that one-on-one and in-person relationship with her first, with Iris, but she was just phenomenal. So we initially got to know each other then, and we just talked about like how to schedule. We talked about what I would expect from her, what she'd expect from me, and she taught me a lot. So in that relationship, the first thing, we set a schedule. So me and Miss Amber would talk probably once a week. She would check up on me. She would call me to make sure that I was good. And then she would come in a certain time. So like we would talk maybe every week, and then she would come in maybe once a month or every 2 weeks. And honestly, it was whenever I needed her to come. So if I felt like I needed her more than what she was coming, she would drop by, or she would make that extra phone call to talk to me. And we just had that relationship from the beginning. She would also do things dropping diapers off. She gave me she would just do extra things. Like, she gave me my first baby thermometer. She dropped diapers off. There was also this thing with their company, like I said, with Iris, that I experienced. There was like this meet and greet. So like I was able to go and meet other moms that was due kind of around the same time I was. And so they catered Chick-fil-A, and then we had like a drawing for like strollers and all that good stuff. So it was literally amazing. And the reason why I say that you guys need a doula is because I was able to talk to Miss Amber about things that I was not able to talk to anybody else about. Any female issues that you have, like, hey, I don't know what's going on, I'm having like a little cramp here, let me call my doula and see like what she thinks about it. They're not a doctor, but sometimes when you are trying to call your OBGYN, they may be busy, because I know several times I have called and I haven't even gotten a call back until like the end of the day. And if you feel like, you know, something may be wrong, or like you have a question and you need an immediate answer, she was always there before my doctors would call back. So she was able to give me different insights like that. You know, if I had any questions about, you know, I'm having this or this, and she would let me know, hey, that's normal, or hey, that's not normal. So just to be able to have that connection with her was amazing, especially through my first child. Even if I had any issues and I may have been feeling super hormonal and just needed somebody to talk to, she was there. Me and Miss Amber talked about everything, like anything that I may have been going through, anything that may have been good or bad. Whatever I felt comfortable telling her is what I would tell her. She was just a listening ear, and she was just phenomenal. I feel like I got a doula, and then I also was able to get another friendship. And like, for instance, I also want to put in this, like, one time I was having like this pain, I think, like either in my lower stomach or my back, and so I was like, I don't really know what's going on. I think she was like, well, Damara, you may be having round ligament pain. She's like, I'm gonna make you this sock. And I was like, okay. And she's like, all you do is just heat it up in the microwave and just put it on you for a little bit and then take it off. Put it on you for a little bit and take it off whenever it's needed. So she dropped the sock off, and I think it was just like a sock, and it had rice in it. And y'all, you can just heat it up, and once it's heated up, it stays heated for a while. And that just helped me until I was able to get to my doctor. And just the fact that she came and stopped out of her day to even drop it off. She would drop stuff off at my doorstep, especially when it was during the pandemic time. And then with Iris, she would just give it to me. So she was just amazing. Like, I don't know where and what I would have done. You know, I was just very blessed to have her in my life with both of my birthing experiences. She was just somebody that I could just call all the time. Not only did she answer my questions that I needed, not only did she, you know, drop off things that I may have needed for the baby, but she also would be there with you during birth. For me, my experience was a little different than the average. I thought that I was going to be able to have a natural birth, but I was not able to have that natural birth. I went into an emergency C-section. So it just so happened, if you go back and look at my channel, you can see where I have a testimony of me and Iris Summer. But it just so happened that Miss Amber was not able to be there for the entire birthing experience for Iris. So what happened was I went to my actual appointment, and they told me to immediately go to the hospital. And being in the room for maybe 15 minutes, I had to go straight into a C-section. And she was literally driving her way up there because I was like, hey, I think, you know, I'm about to have the baby. And, you know, she was up there. When I got out of surgery, she was right there. Without Miss Amber, my mom and dad would not have had their questions answered, because I went to the C-section, and because, you know, my family wasn't familiar with emergency C-sections. I went straight into surgery, and they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know if I was okay. They didn't know if the baby was okay. But Miss Amber was able to go back there and figure things out. She was able to go back there and say, hey, you know, like, what's going on? Is she okay? Is the baby okay? She came out with answers, and it was just amazing. My mom always tells me, you know, without Miss Amber, we would have been sitting there for hours. You know, nobody had even came and let them know what was going on. So their main reason is to be there with you through your birthing experience, just to have that person to rub your back, to have that person push you. With Iris, like I said, we had led up to we had a birthing plan, and it did not go as we thought it was going to go. You're going to write me scriptures and all that good stuff we had talked about. And just to have that, we were going to have certain music playing, certain smells that she was gonna have, like the little diffuser things that she was gonna have in the room. We were able to do none of that, and that's okay, but that's what she's there for. One thing that I do want to say, and that is really misunderstood when it comes down to doulas, they do not override the doctor. So what I mean is, if the doctor say you have to go to an emergency C-section, or if the doctor says that the baby's head is stuck and we have to go, you know, do this, and this, the doula is not able to say, hey, you know, I think she can do that. It does not work that way. So they're just there to just be that moral support. But a lot of things I would not have even been able to experience without Miss Amber. A lot of things that I had questions that my doctor could not get to, Miss Amber was there. A lot of things that I just needed someone to talk to, and I need somebody to be there, Miss Amber was there. Like, if I do have another child, I would love to have Miss Amber again. I would love to have another doula. They meet you at the hospital when you have your children, and they're just there throughout the entire birth. Like, why not would you want to have someone to be there, basically like your moral support, basically, you know, just someone to always have if you need them. And that's what they are. And then, like I said, it's not just that relationship when you're pregnant. Me and Miss Amber still talk to this day. I will call and check on her, just see how she's doing. She'll call on me and see how I'm doing. And it's just a great relationship. You get more than just a doula. You get a friendship as well, and you get someone to just be there. And she was able to see me when I was pregnant with both of my children, and you know, it's just been amazing. Like, I told her that I wrote a book. She even bought my book, supported me. She was so proud of me, and those things mean a lot. So it was just an amazing thing. Now I want to talk about prices, because I was able to get her for free. Like I said it at the beginning, I have heard of some doulas being $500. I've heard of some doulas being $1,000. I've heard of some of them being $1,500. I am not sure. That is what you would have to call and see what their services will provide and what they're able to do with you. I'm not sure if you're able to do payment plans like half and half, or like triplet, or, you know, put into 3 payment plans. I'm not sure how that works, but I was just blessed enough to not even have to pay anything. And like I said, she gave me more than what I even needed. So with that being said, if you guys are thinking about having a doula or thinking about hiring one, I think that it will be a great decision when it comes down to you having your children, just having that moral support, just having someone to be there and talk with you and just be there during birth. Like, they're able to be there and accompany you. So I think it's just amazing, and I'm just so blessed to have had her. I would definitely recommend it, a 10 out of 10, to hire a doula and to have that more support. We as females and we as women, we go through so much carrying children. It is a very long 9 months sometimes, especially at the end. We just need someone to kind of lean on. And not taking away anything from DJ, but it was just a different experience. It was just a different relationship. And I was able to kind of be like, you know, hey, I'm having this, you know, female issues. And she knew exactly what it was. So it was just a lot of things that I could, you know, explain and she could relate to. But all in all, I would definitely recommend it. And I hope that you guys were able to kind of see what she did for me, our relationship, and what they're supposed to do. And, you know, they're just supposed to coach you and just be there for you during your birth. And yeah, I would definitely 100% recommend it. So I hope that you guys like this video. Let me know down below if you've ever had a doula, what you have experienced, how did your doula services go, and let me know if you guys want more. So I'll see you guys later. I hope that you all have a blessed day, and bye-bye.